both of y'all like Gretzky. I'ma at you like bless me. Hit the dance floor, get nasty.
We go in, out, do slow. Maybe you was lost, strike.
Night when you need my love, call me on my cell phone.
Ain't you tired? Trying to strike a chord and it's probably A minor.
Sometimes we cry, but I guess you know now, baby.
I woke up looking for the broccoli. Hot key, keep a horn on me, that come my seat. IP ownership, the blueprint is by me.
Go right foot up, left foot slide, left foot up, right foot slide.
You say with my boo babe tastes like Kool-Aid for the analyst. Girl, I can buy your Westie world with my base stuff.
You say do you love me? I tell her only partly. I only love my bed, my mom, I'm sorry.
And when I wake up, I recognize you looking at me for the.
Right now, China is Kendrick and the U.S. is Drake. China is Kendrick and the U.S. is Drake.
The women are calling Kendrick Lamar fine right now. They're calling Kendrick Lamar fine right now. And do you know why? It wasn't because he won the beef. Not because he won the beef. It's because of how he talks about women. In the Luther video, when Drake said, are you going to have the women shaking their ass with a library or whatever, a book or whatever on stage, Kendrick Lamar was like, okay, I'm going to film it in the library. And it was so beautiful and it was so heartwarming. And the lyrics and the way like that guy was holding SZA and the way Kendrick was like interacting with the actress that he was working with and like holding her hand, showing real love. That is why the women are calling Kendrick Lamar fine, because he's emotionally intelligent. And that's what most women want right now.
Oh, welcome back to Echo Room Vibes, where the tea is steeped in satire. The drama is never dry, and we give all the credit to the creators and stitches that made it possible. Shout out to our new subscribers and big love to the OGs holding it down since day one. Tap that like button like it's Drake's ego on a diss track. Leave a comment below. I read every single one, and make sure you watch the video to the end and you get to listen to my own rap made by. So guys, let's dive into the rest of the video and we'll be back for more commentary.
Drake just felt disappointing the last few years. Like he hadn't grown at all as an artist in terms of what he talked about. And I take offense to that because when you have that kind of a platform, and especially when you are in front of the culture, a culture that is systemically oppressed and faces so much already, like, and you don't really take that position seriously. Like, I feel like he doesn't give anything back in his music. Like, all of his music is so self-aggrandizing, and it's about this very limited personal experience of being a man with access to a lot of women. And it's like, how often, like every song, like with your level of talent, right? Like, his level of talent is incredible. His skill set, his musicianship, it's incredible. And also his understanding and life experiences. You know, he has access to so much. And I don't just mean money, I mean like the world. I mean,
all right. Well, let's have the conversation. Now, first of all, shout out to Miss Debbie Brown. I don't got nothing bad to say about her. She's entitled to her opinion. Of course, you know, being from LA, she's super pro Kendrick, and she always has been. She's a radio legend. She's good at what she does. All of that. Cool. Now, let's get to this portion of what she said. First of all, I do find it kind of funny how we say the man that is at the top and don't got it. If Drake wanted to, he has done enough musically to where he don't gotta make another song, but he continues to feed the fans. He continues to feed the people that enjoy hearing him. Meanwhile, and with all due respect to K-Dot, I don't understand how you can say Drake is giving back to hip hop less than a guy that gives you an album every 3 to 4 years. That's first. But Secondly, I hear this conversation a lot from people, when they say, Drake doesn't tackle the important issues. She spoke about how Drake, you got big and you got rich through hip hop, which is a culture that is being held up by people that face racial and systemic issues. And it bothers her that with the platform that Drake has, he's never spent the time to address racial and systemic issues. Now, one thing about me, I hate people that tell people that have something they don't have what to do with what they have. I think that makes sense. Like the dudes on the street that don't got no money but love telling people with money what to do with their money, I can't stand that. It's like, you can't tell me what to do unless you're in this position or if you've ever been in this position. Quick history lesson. All the way back in 2010, Drake has spoken on racial issues. He spoke about being a half black kid growing up around, predominantly Jewish people. In this CBS News interview, he speaks about the impact that had on him and how it made him even more proud of his black side. Even in songs like You and the Six, when he said, I used to get teased for being black and now I'm here and I'm not black enough. Pause if you need to, but even in this, during his 6 p.m. in New York verse, he goes deep into talking about, police brutality against black people in black neighborhoods and how there's nobody doing nothing. Nobody looking out for nobody. Maybe we should try and help somebody and be somebody instead of being somebody that makes the news so someone else can tweet about it. But that leads me to my main point. Every time Drake speaks on any type of racial issue, the black community loves to remind him that he's not black enough to speak on that. He didn't grow up racially or systematically oppressed. So we don't want to hear your little sob stories about, what you went through being half black. Black excellence, but I guess when it comes to me, it's not the same though. White America say I'm becoming a threat. Black America love to remind me what my mama looked like, as if I'd ever forget. And like in February, UMG called themselves trying to be funny and made a Twitter post celebrating all of the black artists that have contributed and pretty much brought a lot of money to UMG, and they didn't even mention Drake. Now granted, that's just them being petty because of the whole lawsuit thing, but it's a prime example of how Drake never gets the benefit of the doubt when it comes to, him defending his black side. If I talk about the things that y'all telling me to talk about and y'all don't listen or y'all don't like it, what am I to do? Kendrick Lamar came into music being the guy that raps about racial and systemic issues. He planted that seed early in his career, and the fan base that he has is what has grown from that. Drake's fan base is not grown from that topic of conversation. Drake came in and got hot strictly off of talent and just sounding different than what everything sounded like at that time. I don't understand how we keep looking at the guy that's the most successful and telling him that he needs to change, not the ones that's below him. We don't tell the people below him that, hey, y'all need to change and maybe y'all can get to where he's at. We telling the number one guy he gotta change what he making music about. You don't like personally what Drake makes music about? That's fine. You're entitled to that opinion. But to suggest that he needs to change it is a very arrogant way of thinking, because clearly what he's been doing has been working. And if he does rap about the things y'all want him to rap about, like he did before but didn't get the respect for it, what is he to do?
Kendrick Lamar botted his YouTube video for Luther, and I'm going to show you how.
No matter what, it's not really going to matter. This is the midweek Hot 100 predictions that came out on Wednesday, and it has Drake projected to be number 2. And with the Nokia video out, I thought that he was well on his way to a number 1. So doubting that I was going to be able to jump 5 or 6 spots, it hit number 2, and I thought that was it. But I was wrong, because Kendrick Lamar dropped the Luther video. Yes, I do think that he did this with this timing out of spite. It's always going to be a competition between these two, as much as I hate it. But Drake is going to get really, really close, and it's going to be like the Weeknd situation. Botted or not, unless they come and rectify it really, really quick, Luther is going to remain in number 1. But part of me still does hope that the boy breaks the record. Let me know what you guys think in the comments.
I am more than willing to admit when I'm wrong. I made a video about the fact that Nokia and Luther were kind of battling for the top spot on the Billboard, and someone said, imagine if Kendrick put out a video for Luther, and I was like, the tour starts next week. There's no need to do that. That's the visual. I was not correct, because when all of a sudden my feed starts showing me that Kendrick dropped, which Kendrick dropped is like the clarion call at this point, I was like, he dropped what? So I ran over to his Instagram page, couldn't find it. And then I saw the Dissect podcast had posted about the videos, and I went to the YouTube and I was like, He released a video for Luther, and it's visually just beautiful. And like, I'm sure there's a lot in there. There's a lot of like all these different elements and why the color palette, like I'm sure all that's there. I just watched it one time and it's just cool. And I love more than anything, the fact that they just let the Luther Vandross song play at the end. And so I was wrong. Kendrick dropped a video for Luther. It looks beautiful. I'm just excited to go see the concert next week. Opening night in Minneapolis. I'll be there. But anyway, so yeah, if you didn't know, the video's out on this YouTube. Thanks for coming to my TED Talk.
So welcome back, guys. So listen, we took a little break from the socio-political meltdowns to visit another battlefield, the world of lyrical warfare. And folks, it's spicy out here. Just when we thought Kendrick was quiet in the back corner of Compton writing haikus and being unbothered, bam! Luther dropped like a brick in a kiddle pool. Then came Nokia like a callback from the 2000s with better beats and brutal bars. And what's the internet saying? Well, apparently, we're not even allowed to breathe between drops because every time Drake coughs, Kendrick releases a Shakespearean monologue wrapped in metaphors and piano loops. Who gave him the right? Now, Luther's chart invasion, did it really go number one? You see, word on the digital street is Luther is sitting comfy at number one on the charts. Or is it? Because depending on who you ask, Billboard, Spotify, or Aunt Cheryl's Facebook group, Luther is either dominating, climbing, or getting suppressed by the Canadian algorithmic overlords. Conspiracy? Maybe. Fact? Debatable. Entertainment? Absolutely. And you know, guys, women are rooting for Kendrick and not just for the bars. Now, here's the part no one saw coming. Somewhere between the violence and vulnerability of Luther, Kendrick unlocked a cheat code. Emotional, romantic intelligence plus mysterious lighting equals mass thirst tweet. Twitter was wilding. TikTok was going viral. You know, quotes like, Kendrick don't just diss, he listens. This man really dropped a breakup track in a linen shirt and said, I miss you to all of us. Not Kendrick being fine all of a sudden. Who gave him cheekbones? And then came the think pieces, the TikToks, the girls with the POV. Kendrick looking at me in the Luther video. Edit, we're in chaos. Send help. Drake better drop a flute solo or something if he wants to match this energy. This isn't just a rap battle. This is R&B warfare disguised as diss tracks. Meanwhile, in Nokia land. Now let's talk about Nokia. Yes. Like the phone we all threw at walls in middle school and it still worked. Drake's response had the usual thing, clever lines, passive-aggressive charm, and the signature, I'm hurt, but also rich tone is perfected. But the general vibe, Kendrick dropped heartbreak and healing. Drake dropped, she blocked me, but I'm still in her dreams. We love consistency. And while Kendrick was out here giving poetic TED Talks with beats, Drake basically told us he's still mad from 2012. Sir, please, therapy is available. So what's really at stake here? Let's zoom out. This isn't just about bars. It's about identity, masculinity, evolution, and whatever apps both these men are secretly using to stay flawless on camera. People aren't just picking sides, they are forming emotional alliances. Some Kendrick fans are treating Luther like a national anthem. Meanwhile, Drake stands are sharpening their IG captions for the next brunch selfie. And us, we're just trying to survive the group chat debates. You see, the internet is divided, but Echo Room, we are just watching. Here at Echo Room Vibes, we are not here to choose sides. We are here to point out how ridiculous, dramatic, and beautifully performative the entire situation is. Do we love lyrical duels? Absolutely. Do we also love watching adults argue over metaphors like they are in AP English again? Of course. But let's not forget to give props to the originators and the video stitches. Without y'all digging, reposting, and analyzing every pixel and syllable, we wouldn't even be having this convo. Now, before we go, the battle may continue. Or maybe Drake will respond by dropping a wellness podcast and Kendrick will disappear into the forest for 7 years again. Anything is possible. But one thing's for sure, we are watching, we are sipping, and we are vibing. To everyone who tune in, new and old, thank you for the love, the comments, the wild takes, and the emojis. If you are still listening, drop a mic in the comments and tell me who's really winning this battle. Is it about charts, bars, vibes, or who can make the most people cry on TikTok? Don't forget to hit like, smash that subscribe, and share this video with someone arguing in the group chat right now. You know they need it. Peace out.
So smooth, never miss a beat. No cap, no bias, just keeping it real. Comment what you think, tell us how you feel. One stop spot for the daily scroll. Drama fast and a little bit of soul. Reacting to the world with a comic twist. We roast and reflex, nothing gets missed. No agendas, just that clever spar. We shine light what it takes a dog. Respect the clips, see this all with Gen 2. We give the credit, that's how we do. When people variation, Echo Room Vibes, satire on blast. Serving hot, takes that I built to last. Like comments, a be part of the tribe. Join the room, catch the vibe, feel the job. To all our subs, you keep us live. Shout out every end, that 1,000 got. We'll see you watching, don't just slide. Drop that fire emoji, show your pride.